Okay, Shabbat Shalom, welcome. Welcome to the Wimbledon Synagogue. Welcome to all of you. It's good to have you back, right? It was quite a long break. And the last time we had you sitting here all was weeks before Pesach, and now we're already behind it and preparing ourselves in our journey towards Shavuot, so the receiving of the Torah. So this is a little bit like a milestone, but it is also part of the service where we have done one full round of all the elements of the service. So this is really to practice what you've learned in the past, and I know all of you will do something in the service also in Hebrews. So we're really stepping up, and that is wonderful. Thank you to also your parents for bringing you and being here.
And we've got a full class.
Yes, I'm really happy to see you really all. So it's meaning, and no one with a broken leg or something after this half-term break or this term break. So you're all back and healthy and happy, hopefully. And so we can together welcome Shabbat. Have you chosen a special reading for tonight?
Somebody else has.
Good. So shall we?
So we'll invite Elijah to come and read an opening meditation passage. And you'll tell us what page, won't you? Yes.
Page 97. Our God and God of our ancestors, we are all Israel. In your service we have become old in experience and young in hope. We carry both in the deepest places of our hearts and minds. On this Shabbat day we turn to you with eyes newly opened, with hope reawakened, shrugging off the layers of worry and doubt that have closed about us. We are all Israel, created by your promise, raised in your blessing, fulfilled by your task, refreshed by the Shabbat of your love. We are all Israel, holy by your word, wise through your Torah, righteous through your commands, renewed by the Shabbat of your rest. On this Shabbat day, keep us. On this Shabbat day, remember us, as we keep and remember the Shabbat day to make it holy.
Thank you very much, and I think it's time to bring some light into our sanctuary. Avril, if you please could join us, and we all stand in honor of the lighting of the Shabbat candles. So if you are able to, please rise. Yes, you want. Let me do this.
Oh, I didn't know I should just use that. Right, thank you. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivah.
Amen. Thank you very much.
And we're going to carry on with singing, which everybody knows the tunes to very well. So we're going to start on page 100. Starting with through the greatness. Through the greatness of your love, I enter your house. In awe of you and my worship before the ark of your holiness. God, as I love the courts of your temple and the place where your glory dwelt, So I still worship and bend low, humble before the eternal my Maker. As for me, let my prayer come before you at the proper time. Answer me, God, in the greatness of your love, for your deliverance is sure. And now we're going to turn over the page. And I'm going to ask you to sing the chorus.
Yom Ze Ora V'Simcha Shabbat Menucha Yom Ze L'Yisrael Ora V'Simcha Shabbat Menucha Shabbat Menucha Tzvita Pekudim B'ma'amat Sinai Shabbat u'moadim Lishmo b'chol shanai Le'aroch lefanai Maset ve'arucha Shabbat Menucha Shabbat Menucha Yom Ze L'Yisrael Ora V'Simcha Shabbat Menucha Yom Ze L'Yisrael Ora V'Simcha Shabbat Menucha Shabbat Menucha Yom Ze לנפשות נחרות נשמה יתרה לנפש מצרה יסיר הנחה שבת מנוחה שבת מנוחה יום זה לישראל אורה ושמחה שבת מנוחה יום זה ישראל אורה ושמחה שבת מנוחה שבת מנוחה
קידשת ברכת אותו מכל ימים לשם כנית מלאכת עולמים
בו מצאו עגומים השקט וביטך שבת מנוחה שבת מנוחה יום זה לישראל אורה ושמחה שבת מנוחה יום זה לישראל אורה ושמחה שבת מנוחה שבת מנוחה. Yes. And so as we ask our Shomrim to come also in, to join us here, we ask also the angels of Shabbat to come and to accompany us as we are embarked on our Shabbat journey. And that is Shalom Aleichem on page 104. And it will be wonderful if again you can join us in the singing. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Moachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Bachuni Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitzechem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech, Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shall we go straight on to the final reading?
Exactly. After the angels are here, we're just missing the Shabbat pride to join us. So perhaps when we all sing loud, Shabbat will join us. So page 121.
And we're going to invite our choir here to sing the chorus. You're the choir. No. Okay, got it. All of you. No.
Chadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabelha Chadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabelha Tishmianu El HaMeyuchad Adonai Echad U'Shamo Echad L'Shem Ultiferet Ve'Litila Adoni Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabelha Likrat Shabbat Lechu v'nelecha ki mekol ha'beracha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh v'machshava tchila likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabelha Toreri ki va'orech kumi uri shidaberi kvod Adonai alaich nigla Hadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabelha. And now we please rise and turn towards the open door to welcome in Shabbat. And it's the verse number 9. Boi v'shalom ateret ba'ala gam besimcha u'v'tzola toch emunei am segula boi chala lechadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabelha. Thank you.
We're going to move to the Shema section of the service. And we're going to turn to page 127.
So, which means I'm asking you just to please remain standing because we do together the Baruch Hu. And Jonah, when we now do the Baruch Hu, so in which direction do we turn? What do you think? Yeah, so I'm inviting you also to just for a short moment to show us your back, but by that turning your face towards the ark, towards the Torah scrolls, towards Jerusalem. Lai 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 la 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 Baruchu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach, hamevorach leholam vaed. Hamevorach, hamevorach leholam vaed. Blessed is the living God, whom we are called to bless forever and ever. Now you can turn around again, and we all are invited to please sit down as we turn indeed to the words of the Shema and its prayers.
Please turn to page 128.
Blessed are you, our God and Creator, Sovereign of the universe, whose words bring on the evening twilight, who opens the gates of dawn with wisdom, and with foresight makes your times pass and seasons change. Your plan set the stars in their courses in the sky, creating day and night, turning light into darkness and darkness into light. You make the day fade away and bring on the night, separating day and night. You are the ruler of the hosts of heaven. Blessed are you, God, who brings on the evening twilight.
Amen.
With everlasting love have you loved your people, the family of Israel, teaching and practice, duty and justice. These you have taught us. Therefore, our God and guide, we think upon all this before we sleep, and when we wake, and rejoice and delight in your teaching and its practice forever and ever. For they are our life and the measure of our days. We keep them in mind both day and night. Never take your love away from us. Blessed are you, God, who loves your people, Israel.
Amen.
Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Adonai, Elohecha, V'kol, Levavcha, Uvkol, Nafshecha, Uvkol, Me'odecha. V'hayu, Hadvarim, Ha'eleh, Esher, Anohi, V'tzavcha, Hayon, Al, Levavecha, V'shenantam, Levanecha, V'debata, Tam, V'shiftaha, V'vetaha, Uvlektaha, V'adarech, Uvshakbaha, Uvkumeha, Uvshartam, Leot al Yadeha, Vahayu le Totafot Bein Eineha, Ukha ukhavtam al mezuzot beitaha uvish arahat. This will happen if you listen carefully to my commands, which I give you today. Love and serve the eternal your God with all your heart and all your soul. I shall then give your land right rain at the right time, the autumn rain and the spring rain, so that each one of you can harvest your own grain, wine and oil. I shall also give grass in your fields for your cattle, and you will eat and be satisfied. Take care that your heart is not deceived into straying, obeying other gods and worshipping them. God's anger will then blaze against you. God will shut up the sky, there will be no rain, the land will not produce, and you will quickly be destroyed and from the good land which God gives you. So put these words of mine in your heart and in your soul, and secure them as a sign upon your hand and as reminders before your eyes. Teach them to your children, and talk about them when you sit, each of you, in your home, and when you walk in the street, when you lie down and when you rise up. Write them on the doorposts of your home and at your gates. Then you and your children may live long on the land that God promised to give your ancestors, as long as there is a sky over the earth. The Eternal said to Moses, "Speak to the children of Israel and tell them that each generation shall put the tassels on the corner of their clothes, and put a blue thread on the corner tassel. Then when this tassel catches your eye, you will remember all the commandments of the Eternal and do them. Then you will no longer wander after the desire of your heart and your eyes will comes lust. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, לחיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם."
And now on page 135.
All this is true and firmly held by us, that you are our living God and no other exists, and that we are Israel, your people. You performed great deeds beyond research, too wonderful to tell. Your children saw your power, praised and thanked your name, and willingly accepted your rule over them. With great joy, Moses and Miriam, the children of Israel, answered you in song. All of them say,
Mi chamocha, ma'elim Adonai. Mi kamocha, neda ba'kodesh, noah tehilot, osefel.
Our living God, so your children know your rule over the sea of reeds, all of them as one, honored your sovereign, saying,
Adonai yimlo leolam ha'ed.
And it is prophesied, for the Almighty has set Jacob free and rescued him from a hand stronger than his own. Blessed are you, God, who rescues Israel.
Amen.
Is he?
of our life and our suffering. Cause us to lie down in peace and rise again to enjoy life. Spread over us the covering of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Be a shield about us, turning away every enemy, disease, violence, hunger, and sorrow. Remove the temptation that awaits us and the guilt that lies behind us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are a God who guards and protects us, a ruler of mercy and compassion. Guide us when we go out and when we come in to enjoy life and peace both now and forever, and spread over us the shelter of your peace. Blessed are you, God, spreading the shelter of peace over us, and over us, your people Israel, and all over the world. V'shamru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat, v'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorot ha'brit olam. V'shamru b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat, v'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorot ha'brit olam.
We now turn to the words of the Amidah, and this means please rise, as it is the standing prayer. And remember also at one point Rachel explained a little bit about kavanah, so meaning that we try really to concentrate on the words so that we direct our words directly to God and do that with all our heart and with all our intention and soul. So these words are very important, and we continue, and Oliver will do the first.
Page 140.
Adonai sefataytita ufi yadi tehilatecha. Adonai sefataytita ufi yadi tehilatecha. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, V'hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Koneh HaKol, L'Zorech Chasdei Avot, V'Imachot, U'Mevi Goel Livneh V'Nehem, L'Ma'an, Shemo Ba'ahava, Melech Ozeh, U'Moshi Amagen, Baruch Ata Adonai, Magen Abraham, Oketzah.
Page 142.
Ata Kibol Olam Adonai, Mehayech Meiti Morik Atar Al-Roshia, Morik Atar, Mahachev Chaim, Mahased, Mahayev, Meitim, Hamid, Rabim, Somech, Noflim, V'Rofeh, Choflim, Umatir, Asurim, Chaim, Amunato, Vishnei, Afar. Mi Hamohar Ba'al Kuvot, Umi Domech Melech Meimit, Chayer, Umatzmiya, Yeshua. B'nei Manata, Lechayot Metim. Ru Ata Adonai, Lechayir HaMeitim.
Atar Kadosh V'Shimcha, Kadosh U'V'Shim B'Chol, Yom Halelucha Salah. Baruch Atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
Amen.
On top of page 144.
You made the seventh day holy to your name, at the end of the creation of heaven and earth. You blessed it above all other days, and made it holy above all other times. And so it was written in the Torah.
ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי, ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו, אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות.
Our God and God of our ancestors, may our rest be pleasing to you. Make us holy by doing your commands, and let us share in the work of your Torah. Make us content with your goodness, and let our souls know the joy of your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your love and goodwill, let us inherit your holy Shabbat, and may all Israel who seek holiness find in it their rest. Blessed are you, God, who makes the Shabbat holy.
Our living God, be pleased with your people Israel, and listen to their prayers. In your great mercy, delight us, and so that your presence may rest upon Zion. Our eyes look forward to your return to Zion in mercy. Blessed are you, God, ever restoring your presence to Zion.
Amen.
On page 147.
We declare with gratitude that you are our God and the God of our ancestors. You are our rock, the rock of our life, and the shield that saves us. In every generation we thank you and recount your praise for our lives held in your hand, for our souls that are in your care, and for the signs of your presence that are with us every day. At every moment, at evening, morning, and noon, we experience your wonders and your goodness. You are goodness itself, for your mercy has no end. You are mercy itself, for your love has no limit. Forever have we put our hope in you.
And for all these things, may your name, our sovereign, be blessed, exalted and honoured forever and ever. May every living being thank you. May they praise and bless your great name in truth. For you are the God who saves and helps us. Blessed are you, God, known as goodness, whom it is right to praise.
Going to hear Shalom Rav Hebrew, and then we will sing it.
Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav. Al Yisrael. Amcha tasim leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon l'chol hashalom. V'tov beinecha. Levarei et amcha Yisrael b'chol et b'chol sha'a b'shalomecha. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasihim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasihim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Together, Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasihim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasihim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol et u'b'chol sha'a b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasihim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasihim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai hamavarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. And you may be seated, and we'll have a short moment for our private prayers before we continue with the Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom b'momav, Hu yaseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol ha'olam. Oseh Shalom b'momav, Hu yaseh Shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol ha'olam. Hu ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Hu ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Hu ya'aseh shalom, hu ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Hu ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imru amen. So before we come to the concluding part of our service, I want to tell you a story. A long time ago, well, not so long, maybe just before smartphones, a boy named Eli and his granddad used to walk the same path every Sunday. It was a woodland trail near their home, nothing grand, just trees and squirrels, and sometimes a very moody-looking goose. But every Sunday, Eli's granddad would bring a tiny notebook and a pencil. And before they left the house, he'd said, "Let's count the steps that matter." Eli, being 7, didn't entirely get it, but he liked notebooks and his granddad, so he went along. At every bench they passed, they sat down and they wrote something in this notebook. Saw the first daisy, heard a woodpecker, talked about school, said something kind. Sometimes they just wrote, Step 12, breathed deeply. At first, Eli thought that the point was just counting. But one day, halfway through their walk, Granddad said, "It's not about how far we go, it's about what we notice, what we do. That's what the counting is for." So let's hold that idea and step into Jewish time. Right now, we are in this odd, beautiful little tradition called counting the Omer. Every evening after dark, Jews around the world count one more day since the second night of Pesach. Day 1, day 2, day 17, until we get to 49. Then, boom, it's Shavuot. But why all this counting? I mean, you'd think our ancestors couldn't just look at a calendar, or at least tie knots like in the tzitzit. Well, the rabbis teach that we're not just counting days, we are making the days count. Between Pesach, our story of freedom, and Shavuot, the story of receiving Torah, we are on a journey. And it's not a journey you take with your feet. It's a soul journey, like Eli and his granddad. We are asked to pause every day and reflect a little bit on the day. What did I do today? What brought some light to me in this day? Did I speak kindly? Was I honest? Did I help someone? Or did I just race through the day like it was something to finish? Here is the thing. We live in a world that often tells us to move faster, aim higher, be more. But the Omer teaches the opposite. It tells us to slow down, to notice, to build something invisible but powerful, our character. In fact, some people take each week of the Omer to focus on a particular value: kindness, strength, balance, humility, connection, and presence. Every week, at the end, 7 values and plenty to think about. But even if you don't follow that system, the core idea is still this: every day is a chance to be a little bit more you, the best version of yourself. So maybe tonight, after Shabbat dinner, you can take out a scrap of paper or a note app on your phones and write down one thing that matters today, one moment that felt true and honest or joyful, one step. Because the Omer isn't just a countdown to cheesecake, which some people in this sanctuary really love. It's a reminder that becoming who we are meant to be takes time, takes intention, and takes one small, thoughtful step at a time. And on Shabbat, especially our youth Shabbat, we get to stop, to breathe, to say thank you for how far we have come. And maybe, just maybe, to whisper to ourselves, let's keep counting the steps that matter. And you can, of course, count also the days to your bat mitzvah, but perhaps start only when the number is a little bit smaller. And so,
Can I ask you before you do
yes.
that, what is an Omer?
Oh, anyone an idea? What is an Omer?
So you should have asked that, shouldn't you?
Who knows? I have now my big microphone. Well, what do you think? A day? Okay, that's.
Is it like some kind of book?
Is it kind of a book?
Johnny,
Oh, it's a good idea.
didn't whisper in his ear.
No, I didn't.
Oh, did
No, do you have an idea? Just.
Is it a book?
You think also it's a book, which is a good idea. Anyone else?
Something to eat, rain.
So yeah, you're coming closer. It has perhaps something to do with cheesecake, but it's perhaps. So it is, and yeah. What do you think?
Maybe it's something to do with the commandments.
Yeah. So we are commanded to count the Omer. And so the Torah says count 7 weeks, or 7 by 7 weeks, or 49 days. But the Omer is actually the measure of a sheaf of wheat. So this grain. So the people in the antique, they were collecting the wheat from their fields, and they were bound them together, and this had a special weight, and that is what and the amount of that was 1 omer. So because they were bringing every day actually 1 omer into the temple as a Thanksgiving offering. And so that is what they had to do. We're not working on fields anymore, so instead we just count symbolically, but we still fulfill the idea that every day we pause, we stop, and perhaps give something from ourselves. And sometimes a good memory is a wonderful way to also express gratitude and say thank you. Good.
Can you tell me, please, what weeks is in Hebrew?
Oh, someone else can answer that.
What?
What is
weeks in Hebrew?
What is week in Hebrew? Yeah, I know. But what is week? So there was the answer.
Shavua is 1 week.
Shavua is 1 week, right? So what is 2 weeks?
Shavuot is many weeks.
Shavuot is 2 weeks. Shvaim is 2 weeks, and Shavuot are many weeks.
And it comes to us from Sheva, 7.
Yes. That's so your tutor, of course, knows everything. Very good. So now we need to count, right? So I was talking the whole time about it. So in the services before Shavuot, we count always before the Aleinu, so that we're not forgetting it. And the blessing is very easy. It is similar to the blessing, for example, what you need to say when you put on your tzitzit or when you fulfill another commandment. So the beginning is very similar to what you know. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. Blessed are you, eternal God, God of the universe, who makes us holy by commandments and commands us to count the Omer. And today is the 13th day in this counting. So Hayom Shlosha Asa Yom Shehem Shavua Echad Ushisha Yamim LaOmer. So today is the 13th day, which is 1 week and 6 days. Were my calculations correct? Yes. But I have a little sheet that helps me with the counting so that I'm not making mistakes. With this, we have fulfilled one obligation, and we'll turn now to the prayer called the Aleinu, which is on page 310. And there we are also reminded of some other duties we have, including to repair the world, Tikkun Olam. And I invite you, if you have still some strength in your legs, to please stand up. Please rise. And page 310. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לבני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו וגובר מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד.
Page
313.
Do you not want to come over? For those who do, come on over.
The other one can stand with me. You can, wherever you want to stand. Come here. You have your own microphone.
Almighty God, we put our hope in you. Soon let us witness the glory of your power, and the worship and material things shall pass away from the earth, and prejudice and superstition shall at last be cut off. When the world is set right by the rule of God, and all humanity shall speak out your name, and all the wicked of the earth shall turn to you. And then all who inhabit this world shall meet in understanding, and shall know that we are all partners in the repairing of your world. Yours alone is the true reign, and the only glory of your rule endures forever. So it is written in the Torah, the eternal shall rule forever and ever. So it is prophesied, the eternal shall be sovereign over all the earth. On that day the eternal shall be one, and there is one.
Thank you. You may be seated. So you just go back to your seats, but please remain standing as we turn towards the words of the Kaddish, where we remember those who have died recently or at this time in years past.
The souls of the righteous are in the hands of God, and no harm shall come to them. God's source of compassion, you give life with his joys and sorrows of mingled, and send death with its promise of eternal peace. We mourn this week the deaths of Cheryl Baruch, part of David Faulkner, former wife of Fauzi Baruch, and grandmother to Oliver, Charlie, Lila, Georgia, Alexandra, and Evie. Ruth Abidan, wife of Rabbi Hillel Abidan. Jeffrey Joseph, husband of Sandra Adams, father of Charlotte, Ellen, and Dominic. May you comfort their families and all who mourn for them. May God, who is full of compassion, whose presence is over us, cover them in the shelter of your wings forever, and bind their souls into the gathering of life. We remember at this time all those who once shared with us the joys and challenges of life, but are with us no longer. May their souls shine like the brightness of the heavens. We thank you for all you gave them during their lives. We think especially of those who died at this time in years past. Alan Glynn, brother of Avril Chronic. Phyllis Dresden, mother of Leslie Faber and Michael Dresden. Ben Kenyon, father of Michael Kenyon. Aubrey Schindler, brother of Ronald Schindler. Martin Frumberg, husband of Juliet Frumberg. Lena Brass, mother of Josephine Kay. Dorothy Johnson, mother of Susan Abrahams. Brenda and Kenneth Friend, parents of Richard and Victoria Friend. Ruth Goldstone, grandmother of Sylvia Anton. Frances Hunt, mother of Julian Hunt. Ernest Kay, father of Nina Ann Kay. Jaime Russ, father of Stephen Russ. Arthur Smith, father of Peter Smith. Catherine Dempster, mother of Tara Dempster. Jacob Levy Borstrock, husband of Bernice Borstrock-Revitz, father of Sean Borstrock. Diana Friedman, mother of Tony Friedman. And are there any other names that you would like to add? Zichronam Livracha, may the memory of their loving guidance be a source of enduring blessing. In loving memory, we sanctify your name and say on page 316.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחיי יכון וביום יכון, ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם וינסה, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמרן ועלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. Now you may be seated.
And I would just like to say that the stone setting for the late Josephine Urban is this Sunday, the 27th of April at 2:30 at Hoops Lane Cemetery.
Thank you, and I would like to say a big thank you to all of you for leading us so beautifully through this evening service, to Rachel for organizing, for teaching, for just being Rachel, and to all of you, and also to those who've joined us online. Thank you for being our congregation this evening. We conclude the service with Adon Olam on page 320.
We're going to be singing it, so let's get them to choose the tune. Adon Olam, page 320, tune. Yeah, anybody got a favourite tune? Or one that we can just...
Adon Olam. This one?
No, not that one.
Adon Olam. Adon Olam Hashem Hala B'terem kol Yitzir Nivra Haaret Nasa Yafetz kol Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kichlot HaKol Levoda Yinoch Nora והוא יהיה בתפארת אדון עולם השם עלה בטרם כל יציר נברא ונשא חפץ כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואין שני לעם שלו להכבירה אדון עולם נשא כחפץ הכל, אזי מלא שמו נקרא. אדון עולם, מנת כוסי ביום מקרא, אדון עולם, אדון עולם, אשר מלא, יציא נברא, עת נשא כחפץ הכל, כחפץ הכל, אזי מלא שמו נקרא. אדון עולם, אדון לי ולא אירא, אדון עולם, אדון עולם, אשר מלא, בטרם כל יציר נברא, יחפץ הכל, אזי מלא שמו נקרא. שבת שלום, 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 שבת שלום. Shabbat Shalom. Well done.